Welcome back, everyone, to a long-awaited Thanksgiving episode of Rock Out with Your Crock Out. This one's going to be short, sweet, to the point. That's why I went straight to the overhead view. But we'll go over the ingredients. Some of you have had this, some of you have never heard of it, but this is real easy for office potlucks, family potlucks, tailgate parties. Super simple recipe. So what you will need is a 32-ounce bag of home-style meatballs, one 12-ounce jar of chili sauce. I got store brand. You can get the name brand if you want. Completely up to you. And one 18-ounce jar of grape jelly. Make sure you get jelly. You do not want jam for this recipe, but we'll go ahead and get this together. This is how quick it is. So go ahead, we open up the jelly full jar. Let's just scrape it all in there. Obviously, you're not going to get every last little bit out of here. Everybody that's ever made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich knows that, but you want to get most of what you can out of here. All right. Now, something's going to be sticky later on. That was a piece of jelly that flew off somewhere. Next, grab your chili sauce. Go ahead and pour that in there. Whole bottle. Alright, now as you see, there's a little bit left in this bottle. So what you want to do is just put the smallest scotch of water in that bottle. Put the lid back on it. Give it a good shake. And as you can see, that cleans off the bottle quite nicely. And go ahead and pour that on in there. Then you want to grab your whisk and you are not going to break this down into a sauce right now. As you can see, the jelly itself is going to remain chunky, for lack of a better word. Well, you just want to get it going good enough. Something like that. Let's grab a bowl to set this whisk in. The wife does not like sticky counters. Then you go ahead and open up your meatballs. Now the good thing about frozen meatballs is they are already pre-cooked in a package similar to Fort Knox. So let's go ahead and grab the scissors. But then you just take these, pour them right in. And then you just want to flip them, make sure every meatball gets coated to begin with. This is a recipe that you are going to need to stir a couple times. I don't want to say through the cooking process because everything here is cooked. You are just basically getting it to eating temperature. Once these meatballs are cooked through, sorry, not cooked through, heated through, this is ready to go. But as you can see, the jelly, like I said, is still somewhat chunky. That will disappear as this heats up. Once you got everything coated and stirred, definitely want to use a slotted spoon for this recipe because when it comes to serving, you just want the sauce on the meatball. You don't want a plate full of sauce. So use a slotted spoon. That'll go into the same bowl as the whisk did. And that's it. This takes approximately 2.5 hours on high or about 4 hours on low. And then once it gets to that point, if your slow cooker comes with one, go ahead and put it on the keep warm setting. Like I said, tailgates, potlucks, simple dinners like I'm doing tonight. My wife and I will split this batch of meatballs for dinner, and then we'll just kind of snack for our sides. Real simple, real easy. But we will see you back in here in about 3 hours. Stay tuned. All right, we'll do a quick little 2-hour update. Steamy camera, maybe? No, not too bad. I decided to go ahead and go with low this time around. My wife is house sitting for her aunt right now, so she's not going to be home anytime soon. So I had the extra time, so just go with low. If you're in a hurry, like I said, go with high, but either or. Again, you're not cooking any of this. These meatballs, pre-cooked. Sauce, obviously, you're just warming up. As you can see, the quote-unquote chunks of the jelly are gone. This is completely melded together. But yeah, you just want to give it a quick stir about halfway through. Get all the meatballs good and coated. And these will be ready to go probably about another hour and a half or so. Stay tuned. All right, it has been 4 hours now. These are going to be done. Bubbling around the edges is a good sign that it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and click this down to keep warm now. Wife still isn't home, but these are done and these can just sit the rest of the night. I'm going to have some right now, though. Plus, it might not be a bad idea to dish some of these out right when it's finished. That way, as they sit, the rest of them stay a little bit more in the liquid. But that's it. Grab some paper bowls, some toothpicks. The only thing that's dirty is the crock pot. Buy a liner. Crock pot's not even dirty. So that wraps up that quick and simple one. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and hopefully we'll see you sooner than later. Thanks for watching.